Hello, Isle players. My name is Borzy, and I am here today to teach you the sounds of AI so that you can become a great hunter as a carnivore, especially when you're a new player and don't know what you're looking for. We're starting today with this little guy here. This is a Cicasasaurus, or as we all call him, a taco. Now, they are your smallest AI, and I would definitely say they're the slowest. Going to be your easiest prey as a juvie, due to the fact that almost any creature can run them down, because this is as fast as they go. As for the sounds, you want to track them down by the sound of their calls, which I'm going to give you right now. The most frequent one you're going to hear is this. If you hear that in the distance, it is not a crow, it is not just background noise, that is food telling you, hey, dinner is on. Occasionally you'll hear one of their three calls. That one in particular you might hear off in the distance. That is also a taco saying, hey, it's Taco Tuesday, come and get me. Now, if you're hunting for one and you happen to hear this noise, that means you ran past it and startled it and it's going to start running. So you're going to hear, and then you go follow those footsteps and you're going to find your dinner. Now on to our second AI. What we have here is an Orodromeus, or as we call them in-game, an Oro or an Oreo. They're small, not quite as small as tacos, but they're also very bird-like. And they're a little on the quicker side, so you're going to have to run if you want to catch up with one of these guys. When you hear them in the distance, you're going to often hear their two call. Do not mistake a Dilophosaur for an Oro. I know it's hard, but listen to the two call again. Occasionally in the distance, you're going to catch their three call. And if you happen to be hunting and you run past one, you'll hear the four call. And at that point, you'll spot them usually, running like heck away. And again, they're very speedy, so you want to be able to catch up to them. You can ambush them. We'll go over that later in the video. And now we've reached our third AI, and the largest of the AI in the game. This is your Avaceratops, or as we call them, Avas. They look a little bit like small Triceratops, but believe me, they are not. They're green and yellow, and, well, they make a lot of noise. Their two call is what you're going to hear most. They're slow until they start running. Exceptional runners. Now, when you're a juvie, they are going to look very tempting, but until you reach a certain size and speed, you're not going to be able to catch them. When you come across one and you startle it, you're going to hear this sound. Thankfully, they make that sound often enough, along with their pounding footsteps, that they're very easy to track when you're trying to hunt one. And now for our fourth AI dinosaur, and the bane of every juvie's existence, let me introduce you to the Velociraptor, or Velo as we often call them, or Velo as some people in voice chat like to call them, but we'll argue about pronunciations another day. This little guy will attack you if you're a juvenile. He will come out of nowhere. It is terrifying. You want to make sure you face them head on and attack with everything your tiny little baby body has, because they can and will kill you. But, in good news, you can often hear them calling as they skulk around the bush looking for you. Now, if you happen to startle one of these guys, you'll hear... Or, you'll hear... Usually before they start running, you'll hear... And then you'll hear... Because they think they're tough. But, it's the... That's the sound you want to look out for. Can you eat them? Absolutely. Unfortunately, they're very, very small and very snack-sized, so that you don't fill up a lot of health. But if you're a baby, you probably don't need too much to fill you up. So that's all the AI dinosaurs. Now let's move on to how to best hunt them. There's a taco. Now we're slowly going to walk in the direction that we heard it calling from. That's an Ava in the distance. And here we get stuck on a rock, as you do sometimes. Now we're waiting to hear it again. And there it is. No need to sniff for footprints because we already heard it. There's his footsteps. There he is. Taco lunch is served. Now we heard the Oro. We've got to walk in the direction that we heard him again. There he is again. His voice is quiet. We can run to get closer. Right about here. There it is. We can see him in the background. We crouch and crawl to build up a speed burst. Try to stay behind him so we can ambush him. And then run for it. An Oreo snack fit for a king. And there's an Ava. Now, he's close by. We can tell by how loud the call was, so we crouch and crawl towards it. There it is again, super close. Once we get to the top of this hill, look back in the trees, and you'll see it. We get eyes on the Ava, and we charge. Taken down before he even has a chance to run away. Fresh avocado. And now some night hunting. There's a taco. Again, we can't see, so we follow in the direction we heard its voice. We can hear it running. We spooked it, but we still can't see it. Look for footsteps. There's the footsteps. There's the taco. Now, let's show you what it looks like when you sniff, and then turn your night vision on and off. Get the sniff going. Turn the night vision off, and you can clearly see the footstep trails. Mine are on the right, and the taco's little footsteps are on the left. And whoop, that's something too big and too close to be safe. Let's just take a wander away. Time for a tasty snack. There's the Oro. We hear it. Listen closely. We spooked it, we were too close. But there it is, running through the trees. Oreos for everybody. So that's it for our hunting video. I hope everybody will have an easier time now trying to catch AI. If you want to join us, our server is Dynamite. You can find it by typing in Dino- in the server name box. Should show up. Very beginner friendly. We've got a great Discord channel. You'll see the link in just a minute. And there it is. Discord.gg/dino-mite is our Discord channel. Join us in the Discord server, join us in the Isles server, and most of all, have a lot of fun. But in the meanwhile, there's a bunch of dinos real close to me, so I gotta get going before the going gets good. Have a great one.